right? I'm pushing away, but I'm still, like you see the handles, they're not here. If they're here in my shoulders or my traps or my ears, I want to keep my lats or my shoulders depressed still while they're protracted. There's a reason why this is angled this way. It's meant to, obviously, like everyone's going to be different in terms of like the arm length, but the line of pull when it's done, it's at its hardest. Right here, it's hard. It's hard, 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 hard. We're gonna have some fun today. We're gonna get in the nitty gritty. I'm gonna coach you guys up a little bit too. So, first things first. I don't go that crazy to start off. I'm just gonna do, 3 sets, 2 around about 8 RPE, say 2 RIR. My goal is just to get my body warmed up, isolate my lats as much as I can without, completely stressing my joints and whatnot. So, and I've made a point to making sure that you don't kind of like, lock your legs in the back. If my video on center mass is out today, which I don't know, I'm saying not to do what I'm doing right here, but I'm only doing that because there's a bench here. But there's not a bench there. It's already best to keep your hips underneath your actual pull. So your line of force is consistent. So like if anything, being like having your legs in front, which is tough here, but this is better. It's like this makes me so angry. Not really, but it just, you're gonna burn out. You like literally just cup over like this and it keeps everything right. And then when you're doing this, if you're doing like assisted or just body weight, get in the habit of coming all the way down. You're forced to be active here, right? If I let go, I'm gonna tear my shoulder out. So I'm still active all the way from the bottom. And that's where you get the most amount of muscle accruement down here anyway. So spend a little more time down there, slowly descending down, opening up. This is crazy grippy. Look, you guys could do neutral if you want, or you can do supinated or pronated. The difference is, well, I mean, you're externally rotating from here, getting a little more bicep, and then it tears the turn on a little more. We go neutral. We're gonna use a little more of the brachyradialis, the forearm, the bicep, and then here using mostly forearm. So you look at like what's gonna feel like, what's better or what's harder. Well, think of it like a lot of bicep, forearm, forearm with back, that being the secondary. So I like doing this way because I'm my strongest from here. And I'm like kind of killing two birds with one stone. Like I like being in that semi-supinated or neutral position so I can, like when you turn this bad boy on, like doing this. Like when I externally rotate, do this, you can see my lat turns on, that's my teres helping with that. So while I'm here already, I'm already engaged and locked in. My body's already just in position just by body positioning. Every time you see body position. Oh. Remember, like bring your chest up, not your neck. We're not trying to do that. Then bring your chest to the bar. And you have that, your shoulders always naturally stay down. So use a band or some kind of assistance so you can achieve doing this. And I guess at the end, for those extra reps, yeah, you can pull up a little bit. But for the main thing, make sure we get this part to this part down. One more. Oh. Whew. All right, what's next? Where's all the rest of the back stuff? Which one do you want? Pick. This is like me and like Netflix. Like it's an issue. I'll be like looking for a movie to watch for next, like, nice. It's not bad. I want the semi-supinated one.
Oh, that's weird. Rolls in your hand.
Ooh.
That's tough.
There you go. Okay, so hold on a sec. How much, like, you guys sell this stuff on the site, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Thought so, because that's where I have all these, and I saw them first.
Yeah.
Saw it first there.
We had like a big discussion about those ones. They're
Yeah.
like, do we sell those? Like, yeah, we do. Had to like look it up and everything.
This is like, they're probably because I'm always like, coach, like, don't try and pull with your hand. Everyone tries to pull with their hand. Your hand's like an accessory to your arm, to your humerus. And everything's just kind of just pulling like this.
Mm.
So like too many times when we have handles, we're like this.
Mm.
We're focused on pulling from here, and then you have this like burning, and then your lats get like maybe like 6% of the work,
Mm-hmm.
and then your forearms gas out way before your lats gas out. So these are dope when you have these like too. Like if you have these kind, make sure you're not like this. This bugs me. It's like this makes me so angry. Not really, but it just, you're gonna burn out. Like literally just cup over like this, and it keeps everything right in place. So we're gonna have some with this side here. We're gonna go. Who's doing this? Like Vikings here? What the fuck?
I was not there when I left last night. That's
like
awesome.
someone's in here just saying, let's make fucking pull downs way harder than they need to be. Like that's what that's all that's saying. And if you can do it, man, all the power to you. You're way better than I am. I'm not even arguing with that guy. How's your grip strength? How's yours? And he shows you that thing, you're like, ah, cool, touche. Enjoy that grip. These are so small. All right, so we're doing a high pull up, neutral, then we're doing a high row. You guys know the difference a bit. We're getting a little more scap retraction. The shoulders doing more shoulder extension and not adduction. Basically, like when you do rows, you're kind of doing this, and the arm, the orientation of the arm is coming this way, or it's doing this. When we're doing like pull downs, the arms are doing this. The lats are still working. But again, here I like doing these because it's like continuing from here. So, you know, I'm really doing around like 6 hard sets of a high row movement. So I know I'm not gonna get as much there. I'll get what I can in terms of like what my body can put out with my grip, and literally pulling my entire body with my lats. And then I come in here with some leverage, floor to core, and then just like keep pumping blood into it, right? So rules are gonna stay the same, not rules, but you know, same technique. Letting it rise slowly to the top, letting it stretch, and then drive it down. Remember guys, like pushing the floor with your toes if you're like me, short. But we want to keep that tension here. It's going to keep us in our seat. This gives us more leverage from here, so we're pulling. Right? We can pull back. There's nothing wrong with doing this. There's nothing wrong with doing this or this. What's wrong is this. That's just dumb. Right? So if you have intention with it, do what makes you connect with it better. But for me, I'm always gonna come to this top like I'm hanging. My lats are engaged, my chest is always gonna be up, so I'm always gonna be, not gonna be here. My chest is up. So my terrier is always active, is engaged, and I'm riding that, pulling down, riding up slow, stretch. At the top of my stretch, I'm pushing into my toes even more so I can really like stretch myself out from here and pull again. Now I'm not like trying to do an overhead press. I'm not doing this. Don't do this. This sucks. Just get here. You're just doing another variation of like a pull-up. Oh, feels good. Break that throat. Oh, I forgot your name already, man.
Oh, it's Owen.
Owen. Yeah. That's easy. My best friend's name is Owen.
Oh, good.
His name is Mr. White.
It was winning. I told him my name like 3 times, and he gave up. And he was like, "Cameraman." I was like,
Who?
winning.
Yeah.
Winning.
Come here, get over here. Come
And
here.
I was like, oh, shit.
Owen.
Oh. That's easy. You know what's weird? People always say like Ellen, and then you'll get like, what? Or there's like a bunch of names that sound like Owen.
Huh?
Yeah.
No.
Swear.
W does not sound like L to me.
It does. Like you'll hear it in another room, and you'll be like, what the fuck? I swear. That's happened so many times. Or people will think you say Ellen when you say Owen. They're like, Ellen? You're like,
I say Owen. Like
Yeah.
I'm just like Owen.
mm-hmm.
My facial just moves into an O.
Yeah, literally.
Like it goes from like an O to a W and then the end.
Right. Every once in a while, though.
Never talk with those people. So this is a elite. This is your pull-down machine, and this is a commercial grade, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many gyms is Elite FTS in?
Oh, shit. I wouldn't know the number off the top of my head.
Because like you see it more like in the States, like Canada, or just
Yeah, like schools and like a lot of colleges,
Yeah.
like some NFL teams.
nice.
Like Brooklyn Nets, Cleveland, like the Cavs. There's a bunch. Like Clemson.
Nice.
There's a bunch of like weird random ones, and then we have like celebrity clients too, like Steve Austin. He has a full Elite FTS gym.
I did a video on him. I literally
Really?
saw it. Yeah.
It's weird. Like if you look at this stuff, it's most of it's Elite FTS, and like he's literally like, she's gone now, but that woman right there, she's called her like Rhonda. He's like, and Steve, and like oh shit. Like she's told me about it. It's wild. Like what the fuck? Like same with Matt. Matt's dealt with him too.
Mad.
Good one.
Oh,
He's like our
yeah.
sales rep. He
Yeah.
does, but his is like all the installs.
Yeah.
I know he did one in Chicago, like maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and then before that we had like a huge one in downtown Columbus, and it's like right off campus for Ohio State. That was massive. Yeah, it was
I love seeing this shit because it gets like whenever I get to go around these, to someone's podcast or whatever, you get to see what's possible for, I'm not gonna do this exact thing, but it's like to see someone take their passion and like just spit it out.
Yeah.
And do that to me is like when I went to Mike's house and I'm like, yeah, goals. You know what I mean? I see I remember Matt Jansen. He started off with Flex Lewis and
Yeah.
Being around all this stuff. It just
Everybody has their different version of kind of the same thing. But
Yeah, I mean, it's exactly like someone's specializing in one part of your passion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, since I always think about it, I'm like, I don't know if there's many things in my life that I could really delve into. Like Dave delves into this. Like maybe there's a couple things, but like I don't know. That's definitely like a goal just to have something like that.
It's just it's finding it.
Yeah, like that's, I don't know.
And that's go ahead, sorry.
No, I really admire that. It's like I'm passionate about it and just make your whole everything about it. It's like damn, dude.
Right. Have you heard the quote, "Jack of all trades, master of none"?
That sounds familiar.
So that's the half the quote, right? So the behind that part of the quote is like, Jack of all trades, master of not one thing, right? You're just good at a bunch of other things. The actual quote's Jack of all trades, master of none, but oftentimes it's better to be a Jack of all trades than a master of one. That's the whole quote.
So
So it makes you think, you're like, oh shit. So when I remember when hearing that, I'm like, and that's what got me like where I'm at literally today. I was like, well, at the beginning of the pandemic, I'm like, I'm just gonna see, I'm gonna throw my talents at the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah, for sure.
And just see what happens.
That's what you can do. So
Really? All right. Jack the weight up a little more. Actually, not like that. The like 6th rep, I glanced up at John. I swear to God, I was like, "Oh yeah, yeah, let's pull it." That dude was dope, man.
That's happened to so many people. They're like, you know, look up.
Yeah, it's. I don't want it to be cheesy. I'm like, fuck. I gotta do this. I'm gonna kick this. I'm gonna fuck this set up. You know, it's. I'm glad he gets mad recognition still. Like.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's like it's unreal.
It's wild. Like, so like I knew him and like filmed with him and stuff. So like, I don't know. Just sometimes you'll get a recognition for him, and like you'll see everybody like, fuck, like.
Yeah.
It's like that's just somebody like you knew. You're like, what the hell?
Like it's because it's industry is so different because like you don't really get the appreciation from them when they're here. Yeah. And then when they're gone, they're like, holy shit, they had an impact. Whoa. Like holy, he was, and even if you were, I didn't know him personally, but I remember my experience with him I was prepping for the Arnold and he was prepping for the Arnold. And Neil was coaching us both, and we were just. Yeah. I was sitting on the bed with John, and I'm just talking to him. Yeah. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, here, Neil's right here, whatever. Then Will Bonac walked in, and I'm sitting there like, I'm an amateur. I'm with like some, So it was super cool. That was really cool. To just have that experience, and continue to, and then people gravitate to, right? Like we all say the same shit with a different spin. Right, we're all like teaching, like trying to train as optimal as you can. What's actually necessary, push your limits that you can, and science backed. We're just saying the same shit with a little bit of different spin. So it's good to have it's good to get the lift with John today. It's pretty dope, especially you guys' relationship. Like he's part of this is like, so knowing that is.
Like I'm friends with Alex, like his son, so it's like we just talk, like it's crazy.
Yeah, So. I met his son. At the Olympia.
Oh really?
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, I heard my dad talk about you before. I'm like, whoa, chill out, dude.
You're like, what the fuck? Like,
hey, relax, man. I can't start crying here. It was cool, man.
Yeah, it's like Dave will talk to me about stuff from Mary will ask him stuff. Dave will ask me stuff, so it's like I'm like the back door to it. And then I'm friends with Alex too. So I don't know, it's crazy.
I've been watching this for years. I have friends who are bodybuilding buddies, Antoine Vaillant, Mike Lyons, John Santana. They all got coached by John, and new guys down here. And I was never I wasn't there yet. I wasn't the clique yet.
Well, yeah.
But I was living vicariously through them, being like, "Whoa!" That was. Then I was like, "You train hard. You train. That's where you train. You train like this, mountain dog training." That's good. Notice yourself when you're rolling, I have like I have this thing I say in my head every time I row. I have like a little rhythm. But when I'm pulling, it's like lats, right? Scaps, lats, biceps, right? Biceps, scaps, biceps, lats, scaps. So I'm always avoiding pulling the bicep first, and then traps, and then scaps. Because I get it all the time, like, I can't feel my back when I do back. I'm like, what? There's a reason why. You can mask a lot of things by focusing too much on pulling from your hand. You get a lot of assistance from your bicep. A lot of you guys got strong biceps. Because I've seen you guys row, pull up. Every time I coach somebody in person, they can row a lot, they can pull a lot. As soon as they say, all right, let's start pulling with their actual back, they lose it all. So get to the mindset of, this is where I'm pulling from. You're pulling from here. You're pulling from this thing here. The elbow's pulling. It's pulling down. It's pulling like this. Literally, it's doing this and this. So take some of them cues. All right, we're gonna do that. Let's see how wide this is. Wide enough. Cool. And you can adjust this or no? No, cool.
Well, there's like the upper.
We'll have to put it down.
Yeah.
Well, it's pull wise. Just be on this angle is cool. It's how, you know, because I'm always trying to. This is cool.
Yeah.
The other one is, I'm not a fan. I like this. I mean, this is heavy enough, but we're gonna definitely put more on. Ooh, I like that. So new machine, I haven't used one before. I'm gonna do a legit warm up here just to get used to the line of pull or line of force. This is awesome. This feels like I'm parallel, but I'm not, which is cool. Right, again, if I was like parallel, my arms would probably come out like this a little more, but then my angle would be different, but this is giving you almost the same, you know, stretch system my scaps. And if you're trying to build your back thickness, traps, rhomboids, your delts, actively protract. What I mean by actively protract, I mean push it away, not let it just pull you over and you just, my chest hurts, right? So I'm like actively pushing away. I mean my chest is actually engaged from here to push away, and then pulling. So scaps are protracted, then we retract, lats, bis. Ooh. Okay, another one. Just because I talk too much and my forearms are actually getting tired. This is nice. So when we actively protract, right? This is me and my scaps are retracted. Now I'm gonna push away, right? I'm pushing away, but I'm still, like you see the handles, they're not here. If they're here, my shoulders or my traps or my ears. I wanna keep my lats or my shoulders depressed still while they're protracted. So that pull, when it's coming from my scaps, is going mid trap. So I'm here, not here. So I'm here first. Lats, biceps, biceps, lats, scaps. Here, 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 and out.
You're like,
I haven't used like straps like this in so long. Let's see if I can get the other side. Once you know how to use these guys, you know how to use them. It's like riding a bike. It's probably way easier to ride a bike, but. Let's go. Locked in. Oh. It's like cheat codes. Isolate your back, not the cheat though. Oh yeah, that's good. Can't stress enough how much you should use straps when you're doing back, or like honest anything. Let's say I'm in a powerlifting like sanctuary right now, so watch what I say here. But no, like honestly, you work on your grip strength for your sport. It makes sense completely. Do it. If you're doing accessory stuff or hypertrophy, mostly trying to build muscle, I'm trying to like isolate that muscle for as long as I can without anything coming in the way of stopping that. One being your grip. So having straps to be able to take away that variable that's going to shorten your set. So if I'm doing like pulls, ladder raises, to be honest, like I'm using straps. Now if you're worried about your grip strength, don't use them until you get into a set where you need to use them. So you can actually work your way up until like, I can't grip this that much anymore. Then you use straps and you're good. But you powerlifters out there, do what you're doing. You do you. Not my realm. I want to see Cat Williams and Kevin Hart in a fight.
I feel like Kevin Hart would be like lifeless within like 30 seconds.
I feel like Cal just. I think Cal pull like a like a switchblade. Like,
yeah.
This is the streets.
That and then grab his hair or something. Like he would not fight clean at all.
No, he's no.
Like,
Yeah, and that would be Kevin's problem.
yeah.
Let's go, man. You're fair and square, like you idiot.
It would be like fully on both sides, but you'd be like, you shouldn't see that. Yeah.
That's the nuttiest, like that no one expected to watch that for that long.
No.
I watched the whole fucking thing.
Dude, it's so good.
It's so damn good.
There's another one too that I watched. Fuck, I can't remember who it was. I'll have to look at the channel. It's so good though.
Buddy, to hold that to, like, he did Shannon Sharp a fucking favor.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like,
because everybody like started watching the rest of them too, and they're like, "This is gold."
That's all you need. Like one little
good.
like blip to the algorithm, all of a sudden, boom.
Yeah.
Like his like all the mini clips he has.
Yeah, they're so
are
good.
getting millions of views. I didn't realize that YouTube had a podcast area.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's brand new, isn't it? It's
yeah, and you have to do it like actually live, and that's the only way to get into it.
Oh, you can upload.
Really? Like
you can upload
like previews and stuff.
You can upload a full length podcast that you already have done.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
You guys probably started using it when it first came out. I just realized looking at your channel.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute, there's a podcast area. Mm-hmm. And just talking to SEMA about their podcast that just got taken down.
Yeah.
Because we're always like I want to, do I make another channel for a podcast?
Right. And it just like gives you a podcast in there.
Yeah. What I'm wondering is if it...
I've seen it populate there, but...
Yeah.
I was just doing it through like OBS or whatever.
Well,
we just record, we don't go actually live.
Yeah, I never live.
It's like, we used to, but I was like, dude, this is fucking ridiculous. Like,
you can't go live.
Especially with one person.
You can't go live.
Like, every decent show is not going live.
You can't go live. That's how you get canceled fast.
Even like, did you watch it was the Dolphins Chiefs game? It was like the first like true streamed NFL game.
Oh no!
Not through like CBS or like NBC. Dude, like 75% of the country couldn't even get it. It was that bad. Like, I'm talking like the Bellagio, like their streaming party, it was like blank screens. Like, crazy. It's like, dude.
You
They
can't
even get it right.
you can't like live was how old are you?
24?
Yeah, you were live was at one point the shit.
Yeah.
And then it's like, yeah, you can't go live.
No.
You say one stupid thing.
Literally. That's like all it's
Like, there goes, see you later, buddy. There goes your channel. I accidentally said the R word. You're like,
Yo, dude, we've had that happen like 3 or 4 times. And every time I'm like, like, there goes the fucking show. Like, we're fucked. I can't remember what it was. I think it was Van Wyck. He went on like a crazy COVID rant.
Oh,
and
God.
it got actually dinged.
You can't, yeah.
Like,
Well,
actually, like, they actually sent us a thing. Where, like, you can't
not the live, was it live or?
Yeah, it was live. And
Yeah,
it had like 200,000 views.
When I edited all of me and Mike's, I went to Mike's, stayed at his place, and we just did a bunch of topics.
Yeah.
Sat in his basement and rambled off.
That's fine.
And it was dope. Even in that,
Mm.
we had to edit out so much shit.
Really?
I'm talking edit out every fucking swear word, anything to make. We posted it yellow, post it, can't monetize, post it yellow, post it. Then like, all right, just get rid of every single thing.
Huh.
All right, yo, so check it out. When you're doing these, I don't care what kind of chest support you're on, everyone forgets about their feet. Your first line of defense or offense is going to come from leverage from being on the damn ground, right? So no tap dance, just be firm. If you're in this, like I'm thinking about being like in a plank. I'm literally in a plank right now. So I'm pushing into the foot plate here. And when I'm pulling this, I would say the middle part of my chest, I'm trying to pull myself into this. I'm not necessarily, to me, pulling this thing up. I'm envisioning this not even moving and me pulling myself into this. And that's gonna keep you from like wrenching your back so much. So when I'm here, like I'm pulling myself down. Where I feel this, like in the end, I can't achieve rep because my scaps won't retract. And that's where, it's fine to do it. I don't want to say traditional, but, fully, scaps locked in, just rolling from here, it's fine, But when you're doing them, when you're opening the scaps and closing them, protract, retract, like if my goal, which it isn't this, is lat and traps, rhomboids, rear delts. So if you're trying to grow the back thickness, it's only back thickness because the base of the muscles in that part kind of stick out, right? You don't really train for width and thickness. They just grow in the orientation that they grow. So your lats happen to grow out this way. I mean, all the way around. But your chops end up having to grow like this way. They grow like this, up and out, right? So as a kid, when you bodybuild, you work on your back thickness. What does that mean, Judge? Thickness. How? Scap retraction, protraction. There you go. That's it for here. We're gonna go on one more row machine here. On the seated, let's say vertical row. And then straight up pull down. I don't usually do that many exercises, but like I'm only doing like 2 hard sets here. I'm gonna do 2 hard sets here. We've done right now 6 hard sets. I would say with both those exercises. Here's 8, there's 10. And I would say like when I say hard sets, I'd say anything between like an 8 and a 8 and over, or maybe I could say even 7. And like that comparing like your RPE to being like failure. Like when you do a set, a rep, and you can no longer achieve a rep with good form, you're sitting there, you can't get it up. That would be failure. Compare your RPE to the failure. So if it was an 8 compared to the 10 being you can't do it. So that's why it's important if you're going to do RPE, RIR stuff, that you learn how to go to failure so you know what it feels like. So then you can, because a lot of people are like, when it's a rate of perceived exertion, it's your perception of what it is, of what hard is. And if you never went to failure, you really don't know what the hell hard is at all. Do you have to do failure all the time? No, just like you don't have to count your calories all the time. But you have to do enough of it so you can actually get a vision or understand what amounts look like or what failure feels like. Damn, it's church. What's this? I hate this so much. When I see guys do this, they're like leaned over and they're doing like abs at this point. And like the tension is at its weakest from here to here. They're just like, oh, and they got like 20 plates loaded there. And just, rattles my cage. There's a reason why this is angled this way. It's meant to, obviously, like everyone's gonna be different in terms of like the arm length, but the line of pull when it's done, it's at its hardest. Right here, it's hard. It's hard, 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 hard. Here, right past this, it's not hard. It's like, I can do this. And it's kind of slippery, but either way. So when we're doing this, I'm doing one-handed because I'm doing everything else unilateral. Bilateral, sorry. I'm saying, now for the most part, I've done a lot of everything today with like, either like supinated, semi-supinated, or neutral. That's just what I prefer lifting. Now, if I want to do more targeting of like my delts, chaps when I'm rowing, then I'll row more pronated and I'll row higher. Like I would lower this seat so it's not up here, I'd be lower to it. So I'm doing more of this. And that's what I like using overhand. Because I'm trying to target my upper traps, or like my rear delts as well too. For the most part, I'm just really strong in this pull and I like it. So my advice to everybody is just like find what you connect with the best, learn how to do it right, perfect it, and then move on to something else once you have gone through the process before determining whether or not you like an exercise or it's good or not. Learn how to do it properly first, and then move on. Dude, this is nice. Again, when I'm pulling, this handle is not here. I'm trying to create space between my ear and my shoulder. So I'm always thinking about pushing my elbow to the floor. You see my lat engage right immediately from here. I'm thinking this is going to the floor. So when I'm pulling, this is always staying down. Even when I'm stretched, if I want to stretch out more, it's still pushing the ground. It's not up here. I don't end up doing this and being here and playing the violin the entire time. So we're here. And again, this is at its heaviest where it needs to be. It needs to be its heaviest down here. That's when you know the engineer who made these knows what they're doing. I used some equipment like of the pieces before. I'm like, someone who does not work out made this piece. And you can always tell because at the stretch part of the lift, it's either really light for some stupid reason or like extremely too heavy. And this is perfect. Like right here, it's got a great like pull. Like tension is great here. And it stays consistent the whole way through. So, this is a great machine. So my other back day, I have 2 back days in a week. Previously, before I'm at the end of my last meso, my last video I did, I'm doing more functional stuff and more of the strength phase. I'm training a lot more functional for my next meetup with your boy Phil DeRue. I will not be puking. But my other back day is divided as such. One day is really, I don't say lower, but more like rowing. And other days more like high pull. So I'll do still like pull-ups, but supinated. And then I'll do pull-downs. And then I'll do rows where I'm higher up. So I'm doing everything, I would say, with my back that's like here and up. That's how I gotta look at it. Like here and up, and then here and down on my second day. I'm not gonna go up. I'm just gonna go, I'm gonna do more reps, make the rep harder. And you make the rep harder by just like slowing down your negative, stretching longer in the lengthened portion, and then just increase your duration. And those are ways you can progressive overload. It doesn't have to be add more weight. It can just be add more reps. Basically, making anything harder is making it go longer. And if it's not hard enough when you're going long enough, then it means it's not heavy enough. So like think of like hypertrophy. I would say this because like it's just expanding muscle cell. But when we look at like say like sarcoplasma hypertrophy, building your muscle, the only difference is the duration's longer, the load is medium, and like strength for strength, your duration's shorter, your load is heavier, because you can't achieve the same load you use for strength and try to take a set for like, almost like 30 plus seconds. You're not doing 30 plus seconds with 90% of your warm-up max. If you are, then it's not 90% of your warm-up max. So we're gonna take this for 15 minimum. I'm gonna do a 2 to 3 second negative. When I say 2 to 3, I mean I'm gonna start off with a 3 second negative. As the set gets harder, my minimum negative will be 2. Because it's just gonna happen that way, because I'm gonna run out of energy and it's just gonna start to burn a lot. So instead of me just like having a 1 second negative, just like flopping back, I'm gonna still make it so I have like a range of a negative that's gonna make me just absolutely just sore in the end in a good way. Like that. It's fun.
Because that last one, I was like, I don't know if you're gonna do another one. Like I was like,
it's a game I like playing.
mm-hmm.
In my head, it's like when I see guys like when I see bigger guys bodybuild, I used to be 260, 265. When I watch guys that are strong lift things like with so much control, that to me is like, that's strong to me.
Sure.
Move something fast too, like you're probably 100%. That's like when you're training for like, you're training for, to build muscle, and you watch someone take, 4 plates and they're just,
it's like literally,
and you see the muscle just sitting like contract, like that to me is that's the game I play in my head. How long can I do this for? Because you're gonna get all those like, you know, sensories, like all that stop, it hurts, my forearm, my lats, do one more rep, can't do a rep, can't do another one. He's here, he's watching. What do you, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's like that game, because everyone, you go through the same thing. I'm going through the same thing. I haven't like trained my body to not feel shitty. It's gonna give me the same sensories to tell me that I'm in danger. But I'm conscious and I know that I'm not in danger. And that's what pain is. Pain's like, you're in danger, stop doing it. But I know that I'm not in danger. So I'm going to be like, shut up. We got some more reps to do. Sure. And that's the battle I have in my head when I rep. So, you know, and that's how you can easily progressive overload. Make it so hard that it's like, you know, you make that rep range you have so damn hard that, you know, you can't do another rep. Okay, now you reach the max amount of reps and made them as hard as you could. Now add weight. And then it brings you back down to that minimum amount of reps. And you try and build yourself back up, and that's basically all you're doing. So now I do the same thing on this side. Fuck, here we go. Now again, it's making it harder for me is also pushing down. When I'm pushing on this, like, reason why I say push on this is because you're activating your lats right away. So if I'm doing this, like pushing the weight down, is me already doing shoulder extension. Extension is when my arm's doing this, right? So when I'm pushing on the weight like this, I'm already actively starting that engagement or that contraction. So I'm always keeping it on the entire time. That's how you get your lats to work the entire time. Keep your traps depressed. Your shoulders depressed, meaning keep your traps from the opposite of this. Push it down. So I'm here. I'm pushing this thing down. My lats are on right now. They're fired up right now. And I'm pulling. And I'm riding it out, pulling all the way back, pushing down the entire way back. And then the game also is like, let's not use any momentum here at all until we in dire need of having to do it. But right now, I don't need momentum. And you're only using momentum to help get the full contraction so you can get the full range of motion for the negative at the end. And that's why you would do a little bit of cheating. But this early in my set, there is no need. Fuck. Fuck it. Ow. Excuse my French. I can say that because I'm Canadian. The only place that speaks French is Canada. Holy shit, that hurts. All right, we got 2 sets. I'm not gonna say they're light. They're just not gonna be, I'm not gonna load them up. I wanna ride this thing out. I wanna just have a good weight. Again, I'm always like, I'm tight roping, you know, fully engaged muscle and like joint trauma. All right, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to flirt with that line, but I'm not ever trying to cross it because I have before, and that's why I have everything that's going on with me right now. So we're doing some straight arm pull downs, or unless you have a puller machine. There's like history in this shit.
This has been here for like 3 weeks probably, and it's gotten so much use already.
Oh yeah, all right. So this is like true weight with these guys combined. Like, why is 40 pounds so fucking heavy?
Yeah, it's the whole.
Oh, more weight. It's not as smooth as I thought it'd be. What? Come on, wait. Seven. Oh, 70. There you go. Oh yeah, so a sweet spot there. Ow. So yeah, real talk. When I do my sets like this, I go until I can feel the secondary muscles start to take over. So my traps, my triceps, and then my shoulders. Like, so, and I'm doing like, I think every time people do straight arm pull downs, they're always thinking like, because again, like that word pull, muscles don't push, they all pull. You know that? Gee, of course you did. But they do. Like when you think pull and push is a direction, all muscles, bicep pulls, tricep pulls, shoulder pulls, chest pulls, back pulls. It's all pulling. Yeah. When we think direction, when we're pulling certain pulls, we think pulling, right? And when we're in this orientation, I'm thinking pulling, but my pull is gonna come for like almost like I'm clawing myself in as far as I can away. You can switch things up and you can bend your arms a little bit if you need to, but when I'm trying to get the most out of this and this pulling me, it pulling me and me pulling it, when I set myself up and walk back, I'm reaching far. So when I'm here, my lats are like engaged and I'm sinking my chest right into it. If I was gonna sit up like this, I'd literally feel like I was doing a back double bicep. Like this is how I feel here in terms of like my lats. So I'm gonna walk back and I'm gonna, keep my hands like this. And just walk back, sink into it, let it pull me away, engage my lats by just, keep my chest up still. And here, and then when I start, I'm pulling far. I'm letting it stretch me this way, it's going this way, and then I'm pulling like this. And all the way in. So it's going the furthest distance away from my body the entire time while my traps or while my shoulders stay here. So I'm not here, I'm this way, rolling like this. Literally just doing this. And if I was doing certain pull downs, I'd just be doing this almost, the same thing, I'd be doing this. Right, it's the same movement. This is a straight arm pull down, you're just doing exactly what this part of your arm is doing when it comes to your back. You're just doing shoulder extension. So like when you do one fly for chest, flies being exactly what the chest is doing, shoulder adduction. So on the tricep, straight arm pull down is doing exactly what your lats are doing without the biceps. So let's do this again, this is it. And I want to get a little more stretch when this weight's coming back, going back, eccentric loading this way, I'm pushing my butt back to the side of the room, so I'm stretching both ways. Pause. Either way. So pushing back, then my butt's staying back when it's further away, and when I'm pulling, I'm actually I'm on my toes a bit. So I have leverage over top on the way down, but my butt's staying back to keep my center of mass or my balance equal through the entire lift. So that is helping me isolate my lats Oh, jeez. Whoa. How's that? That's it. I feel good. How's dope? You can live in here. Just put a bed and couch over there, TV. TV's already there. Good. This is awesome. All right, that is it for today's video. Awesome back day today at Elite FTS here in Ohio. It's been an absolute pleasure and honor. Guys, for more videos like this, let me know in the comment section below. Until next time, you guys know what it is. Iron sharpens iron, progressive overload your life. In the meantime, keep dream chasing and follow Elite FTS. Peace.